So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Harris now off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tyler. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll try and throw for it here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
These two teams all tied after one. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Hey, go kill. Hey, 47. Who's on 47? Who's on 54?
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now Harris. Off play action. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. He finds his man, complete. It's Tyler. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mindset there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 11 yards there, just like last play.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Harris. Going right side, he finds Slayton. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Harris. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
But that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Here's Harris. Throwing on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He's got his pick now. A loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Harris. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Hooper. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking.
Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
He's got a man, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Harris throwing on first down. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, kill! Hey, kill! We're going 46. We're going bonus 52.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Fourth down, Prescott. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw is Harris. On first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 right at the 40. Off the play fake. Harris. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Off play action. Harris. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 13-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw again on second down. Jones. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Looking to throw. Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jones. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man complete. It's Tyler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 39, Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack.
Under pressure, they got him again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington.